One way to knowing a government that is not doing well and we never do well, do not plan to do well, and we die never to do well. They would rather never do well than to do good. Is when they want to clamp down on critics in the name of regulating social media. That is it. I'm even now happy that these guys have brought out themselves openly, because the deception has been quite too much. A lot of people still think that, oh, there is glimpse of hope, there is a glimmer of faith, or renewed hope. Somehow these are baby steps. The deception. But right now, with the claim of chief of staff to the president, Femi Gbajabiamila, right, stating that the sole aim of this government, after they have done all they could, since they can no longer marshal or the ship and pilot this engine, it is to now regulate social media by way of clamping down on critics of the government. I'm happy, obviously, for a country that is seeking foreign direct investment, for a country that is hoping that investors will come in from all around the world. Now, they will not hear that government's focus is to silence opposition voices that is basically against them in some of the steps, policies, and programs that they're implementing. Which company, which organization, which nation would invest in a country like that? The very first thing, go and write this down. The very first thing foreign organizations, donors, business people, entrepreneurs around the world check in investing in a society is political stability. First and foremost, when there is political stability, there is hope. Then when there are policies and programs that seems to create an illusion of autocracy, or some level of militarization, or do not allow freedom of speech and expression, they are also scared, because it means that the man that can clamp down on social media because he is not comfortable with opposition or critics can wake up one day and change business policies and programming, and everything would have been destabilized. I am happy that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has shown his real color. I am happy that those of you that still think that there is hope for this government, this is a clear case. Yes, as in very clear, very clear. Like the biblical teke mene mene. God. See, ignorantia legis leminem excusa. Ignorance of the law excuses no one. The truth of the matter is that nobody now can say they are ignorant. In civilized societies, what do government do to silence opposition? First and foremost, implement programs and policies that can help to create a better. See, the government is the biggest brand ever. When the government, it is not the PRO. When the government is working, it is easy. Go and check governors that worked for first time. Even the opposition were scared. When Adam Soshomole won after his 2008-2012 first term government, that he performed excellently well. When it was time for him to recontest to get back to office in 2012 to 2016, it was difficult for the opposition, PDP, right, to produce a candidate to fight him, because it was so obvious. He had a grip in the political structure and the socio-economic well-being of the state. I'm not just saying the man that contested against him, Major General Charles Arabi, was just a money bag that had too much money and wanted to just put his name. People make joke to say even his wife may not have voted for him in that election. Of course, he was beating black and blue. Same with Sheyi Makinde's re-election bid. And it's been like that in several states. It's plus and minus, remove the bully and the seemingly misrepresentation of the bigotry of the APC in Lagos. Sanwo-Olu may just have had an easy ride into government. A couple of people like us that did not support Babajide Sanwo-Olu, was it because he had not done a bit well as governor of Lagos, but because we just wanted the end of the grip of one man in the treasury of Lagos. We wanted to change do a paradigm shift, so to speak, and then allow a fresh organization take over the affairs of Lagos, and let's see if things will know. But of course, have some deep, because I know it's not going to be for a long time. In a couple of years' time, a new government that is not Bola Ahmed Tinubu's or APC will take over Lagos, and we'll hear in clear terms how much money has been siphoned from the pockets of Lagos from 1990 today. But some of us are waiting for that day to come. So, but why am I bringing this? And there have been several others. And so, but when a president gets to power and his sole interest is to silence critics, obviously the man is not working and do not have plans to work. And in case you want to hear it, unfortunately, there are people who are. I'm happy, right? I'm happy. It's not because I'm not in Nigeria. Of course, I've got friends and family, and things that happens in Nigeria affect me back and forth. But the truth of the matter is that it will get to everybody. There are people that are celebrating this agenda, clamp down on social media, regulate it. When Buhari banned Twitter, it wasn't only opposition that suffered it. Even people that were that their business rested on it, that were part of the political class that banned Twitter, they also suffered it. Make it clamp down. Let him regulate social media. All of us go down. Armed robbers will increase because there are a lot of people that are only there now venting their angers, making money from it. And now you want to now make it clear to them that you want to regulate it. All of them will go back to the street. Armed robbers will increase. In civilized societies, when government sees that opposition or criticism is getting too much, programs, policies, and projects that will benefit the people, they strengthen the institutions. If you break the laws or you commit any crime, whether it's cyber or physical, the law cripples you. Then again, by and large, they ensure that they create a reorientation. What the Nigerian populace needs is very simple. It's not regulation. It is a recall. They will see a sincere, responsible, committed approach to the growth of the country, where everybody in government, both wives, sons, and side chicks, their direction will be how to making the country better. Not this one that Tinubu is telling us to bear. Then he's renovating dead and abandoned buildings that he doesn't need even in the next 15 years. That's it. When you show commitment to what is called empathy, unfortunately or fortunately, you're already in the ruling class. You will not suffer what the common man suffer. But you can show empathy to the people by showing to them that I understand and I'm in your pain. I may be here, you are there, but there's not so much gap. I believe that things can work. And you show it in your commitment, in your words, in your action. Not going to have a 2 weeks private trip. That is just the president of Nigeria. A man is the king of the United Kingdom, right? A king, a king, and has strength in well over 70 countries around the world under the crown of the Commonwealth. Yet his health status has been made public and nobody died. This man will hide this. And nobody says come and tell us, but we know you are sick already. Nobody says come and tell us. But that is where the deception starts from. Nobody knows your real age, knows who your father and your mother is, knows the school you went to, know the environment you grew up, know what you have done in your life, and you say people should bear. You are an alien? At the end of the day, the truth of the matter is very clear. Let them regulate it. That's it. That at least that would be the icing to the cake of no plans for this country. Because if you have plans to work, you will not be bothered about those that are. Because if you really work, let's be sincere, it may take 1 year. Tinubu is going to get to 1 year in office very soon. If you really have plans to work, forget what has passed. Let's say 2024, you want to really work, and you focus on it. By August, the dividends of the workings that you are putting in place now will start to manifest. Even those of us that do not like you, that do not believe in you, will start to tone down our message. Regulator, that's all. That's all you want to do, Rich. Regulator.